So, the stock market is currently setting up for a phenomenal trading opportunity for futures traders. I'm going to be disclosing that opportunity towards the end of this video. First things first, we're going to be preparing to trade the best setups at the best prices for the SPY 0 day options heading into the first trading day of 2026. Going to be going over the key levels of interest on where we're planning to go long and where we're planning to go short, where we're planning to buy calls, where we're planning to buy puts, key levels of interest and price ladder, where we're planning to trade at, and the key strategies we're planning to use at this price ladder, how to determine if the trend's going to be bullish or bearish, and where trend reversals are going to occur. I'm going to be explaining everything to you: the futures hours trading session opportunities, extended hours trading opportunities, and then the normal trading hours opportunities that we're going to be using on the SPY 0 days. So let's get straight into it. So, in terms of the SPY, what I want you to understand is we are at a make or break and retest level where the SPY is currently reversing and having a gap up and going up during the extended hours trading session. So, as of now, the market is reacting very, very bullish. It's due for a small bounce, it's due for a small reversal, and I'm going to be explaining to you the potential upside. I'm also going to be explaining to you where to go long. I'm also going to be explaining to you where to go short and where to buy puts. Let's get straight into it. So, as you can see, this is a daily chart on the SPY. In terms of the daily chart price action, you're going to see right here, there used to be previous resistance at 681, 681, 681, right? And when it reacted as a resistance, it would quickly drop, to 675, a 6 point drop. So if it reacts to support instead of a 6 point drop, we're looking at, in terms of upside potential, as you can see right here, you're looking at a move to 686. That would be your upside potential mark. Now, for that to happen, it has to maintain above this level right here, which is going to be 680 to 682 zone. As long as it maintains in that overall support range, there's no reason to drop and crack that support level. And in terms of what it's going to occur, it's going to have a break and retest reversal. As you can see, this was resistance at 681. Then we had a 10-point breakout to new all-time highs. Just as quickly as this went up, it went down. As you can see right here, it went straight back down, losing that 10-point breakout gains, but then bottoming at the previous break and retest level. This was the resistance, this was the break, this was the retest, this was the breakout, this is now the retest once again. As you can see for the micro, the market is now oversold for the short-term micro for day traders, and you got a gap to fill, waiting to fill above right here at 690. So the point being is, this is one reason why you actually need to be trading futures if you genuinely want to trade all the best setups at the best prices. Because this play that I'm going to be disclosing to you right now is likely going to play out during extended hours, and it could potentially play out again during normal trading hours. We could trade the same play twice. But there's a reason why I'm currently long on ES. I'm currently long at 690,275. There's a reason why I'm long, and there's a reason why it's going in my favor, because I had confirmed and determined with chart and pattern recognition in a 30-minute chart that the SPY and that ES is currently having a successful reversal during the extended hours trading session at this break and retest level. And if you just look at the chart, this is a 10-point breakout, and this is what we call an overreaction, right? So we had all this resistance, then we had a quick overreaction to new all-time highs, right? 10-point breakout, massive breakout. And then we had an even quicker overreaction, right? 10-point drop, massive drop in just 3 days, and it gapped down. It doesn't get more overreacted than that, where it's extremely oversold. And in terms of the main foundation that I use in terms of a foundation for trend reversals, what sets the foundation is this: overreactions. If SPY has resistance at 681, has a 10-point breakout, and what makes it more special was it was new all-time highs, and then it quickly loses all that gains and drops straight back down to that previous resistance where we have this massive break and retest, and then massive move to new all-time highs, right? These are all like massive things. Think massive, right? What's massive? 10-point move in just a couple days to the upside, new all-time highs, very special. First trading day of 2026, very special, right? So if you just think of what's in alignment, right, with everything I just fucking said, along with this gap and go that we're seeing during the extended hours trading session, the most alignment thing in terms of this futures hours trading session is to go long. That's why you need to be trading futures, because this play that I'm speaking of is likely going to play out before normal trading hours, before 0 date options, right? If we're talking best setups at the best prices, what does the best setup at the best price look like? Well, this is it. This is one of the best setups at the best prices. It's just the way it's set up, the way it's designed to play out is actually during the extended hours trading session. Not to say that it can't replay during the normal trading hour session, right? But you can literally just trade it during an extended hours trading session, and then you can get back in with potentially smaller size, risking less of your profits, during the normal trading hour session, or you can just skip the second, trade of the same trade, right? But the point being is, if you just think of the most logical outcome here of the market, and this is just one of those situations where you're going to need to be trading futures because the way this is set up is this is strong resistance, heavy resistance, heavy resistance, heavy resistance, heavy resistance. This is a massive breakout, right? And then this is a massive drop in such a short period of time. That's an overreaction to the downside, right? That's my favorite type of reversal. So the point being is when SPY is at a key critical level, right? 682, previous resistance right here, 681, right? This break and retest level. When SPY is like that, it can't just sit here. Do you understand? SPY just can't sit here, right? So we got this extended hours trading session, right? Where you can trade futures all these hours before the market is open, right? You think at this best level, we're literally a 5 to 6 point move. Look, you want to see the move? This is the move right here, right? If we're talking downside potential, and this is obviously going to play out during extended hours trading session because there's too much time, too much volatility, and all the hype with the first trading day of 2020. Like it just makes 2026 like it just makes sense for this to fucking play out, man. Everyone's gonna be hyped and fucking ecstatic to be trading fucking Friday. Look at this. If it reacts as a support level and breaks out, it's clearly headed to 686 to 687, right? And that's what it's currently doing because not just because it's gapping up and going up right now, but because SPY just can't hang on a thread. It has to make a move. And right now the move is it's fucking gapping up and it's forming higher fucking support. That's why we're all fucking long on ES within our group, within our chat. I called this all on real fucking time, right? So it's supposed to have this nice move to the upside, right? Because it can't just sit down here. At certain levels, SPY could just sit at a level forever during extended hours trading session. But in certain situations, it can't do that. And this is one of those rare situations. If you just looked at the chart, we have all this time, right? Before normal trading hours. And if you look at the fucking chart, we're sitting at the best fucking level where a move's gonna occur, right? If it reacts as a resistance, massive move to the downside. If it reacts to support, massive move to the upside. And what makes this so special is, like I said, we got fucking Friday, we got fucking first trading day 2026, and we got the best foundation. The best foundation for big moves in reversals, especially for reversals, is this. This is what it looks like, right? You have resistance, 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 right? The point being is this was a resistance channel for several days. This is another valid point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days of resistance, right? It barely had a retest. It just kept on breaking out. Massive 10-point breakout, new all-time highs, right? Massive drop. It went down quicker than it went fucking up. And it's just sitting at the best fucking level to be trading at. That's what the best level to be trading at looks like. A level like this, where a massive move occurred, at 681. What makes this special is you had resistance for several fucking days, then you have this massive breakout, and then you have this massive loss of gains where it comes straight back down to retest the previous resistance, right? So if you're thinking the most logical outcome in a situation like this, it's to go long. That's what it is. SPY just can't keep fucking sitting here all these fucking hours. It has to do something, right? But the reason why it has to do something is because of the level. This level is special. This was a resistance channel for 4 days, and it was massive volatility, massive moves at this resistance. It had its breakout, went up 10 points very, very quickly, and then it dropped even quicker. Then it went up, and now it's just hanging on a fucking thread at a break and retest level, meaning it should try to react to support, especially if it's been sitting there, holding, having small breakouts, gapping up and going, right? So the point being is, this big fucking move is gonna play out. It's gonna play out when everyone's fucking sleeping. It's gonna play out during, extended hours trading sessions. It's playing out right fucking now. It's literally gonna fucking play out during you know, during very late, like towards 2 a.m. past that time, and also pre-market. Also pre-market later into the pre-market and market open. That's when it's gonna play out, right? This is why, in terms of best setups and best prices, in a situation like this, you have to trade during extended hours. That's the main point I wanted to make with this overall analysis that I'm doing, because if SPY is a 10-point breakout and then a 10-point drop, that quickly, and then you got a gap to fill above. Look at this chart. Resistance channel 4 days, 10-point breakout. And then it loses all of those 10 points in just 3 days. And it gaps down. So if you look at the play, if SPY bottoms and reverses right here, what's the strategy? The strategy was SPY had a breakout, SPY had a retest. That's a break and retest, right? And if it has a break and retest, it's going to try to reverse and it's going to try to fill the gap that is waiting to fill above right here. You got a gap to fill above at 690.31. If you look historically, SPY has filled every single gap, right? If you take a look at the overall weekly chart on the SPY, you can see if you would have just been a swing trader and just bought and held for gap fill plays since April, you would have been profitable. That's why I'm saying, like, if anybody's losing money since fucking April, if your account April to the end of 2025 is fucking red, you're using the wrong strategy. You're not trading properly. You're not taking the right risk. You're not trading the right way because literally, like, you could have literally just went long on dips and just sold when the gaps filled. Give you enough time, on zero day options, not on zero day. Give you enough time on weekly swing trades, go 2 weeks out, go a month out, and you could have had a portfolio doing that on the side. And it's gonna keep on occurring. It's gonna keep on occurring as of now. That's when it's gonna keep on fucking occurring. Man, look at this fucking play. This is fucking beautiful, dude. This shit is fucking crazy. It's already hit 6 6 9 11. It's already hit 6 9 11. This is crazy, man. We've been long on this since 6 9 03. Shit is fucking crazy. It's already went up 7 fucking points. But I'm going to be getting into that towards the end. But, anyways, man, this is what I just want you to understand, right? In terms of this situation, with the overall fucking SPY, it's having a break and retest and it's reversing to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. So, this is why you need to understand when it makes sense to trade during extended hours, right? Extended hours plays, those you trade less. Normal trading hours, a lot more trades. Futures trades during extended hours, not speaking for normal trading hours, during extended hours, rare setups, right? It's a rare setup when you see SPY sitting at the best fucking level, exactly where it closes at during extended hours in a situation like this. Look at the foundation, look at the platform, right? 4 days of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a clear resistance channel. And as you can see, there's a lot of volatility, right? There's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of price action within this. So it's special. It's a special channel. It's a special zone. As soon as it breaks out, retest, reacts, support, it goes up 10 points. New all-time highs. Special, right? New year, right? So the point being is, if it's just fucking sitting, closing, right? At the best fucking level on a break and retest, that's the setup. If you ever see a resistance channel, massive breakout, and then it comes back down and it closes at that previous resistance channel, right? And it quickly lost all of its gains and there's a gap to fill above. Those are all key indications that there's a massive futures trade setting up, right? Not to say it can't replay and rehappen, during normal trading hours, but by then you already missed the move. You could have just had the move at first when it makes the most sense. You got to understand situations like these, they play out the first time tested, right? So this is a great um setup. This is a great in terms of lesson on why you should consider trading during extended hours because certain plays are meant for extended hours. You can literally be done before everyone else is just getting fucking started, but just understanding when it makes sense to trade futures. Like in terms of me, this is when it makes sense to go long and to trade during extended hours because the market literally fucking closed at the best level to trade at. And we have all this fucking time. Well, not just the best level, the best setup, right? The best setup is this. This is one of the best setups. A resistance channel forms. It's heavy, it's volatile. A massive breakout, 10 points, right? Awesome. It drops straight back down just as fast as it went up, even quicker, right? Awesome. Overreaction to the downside. Oh, now it's at a break and retest level. If it reverses, it's going to start to explode and fill the gap at 690, right? So it's a break, retest, reversal, gap, and go to fill the gap above, right? SPY had a breakout, SPY gap down, SPY retested. Now the purpose it serves, if it hangs that level, right, is a gap and go to fill the gap, waiting to fill above, right? But what I'm telling you is it's designed to play out during extended hours because the market closed at the reversal level at the precise timing. This is precise timing, man. Look, Look at how quick moves happen at this level. As soon as it had its breakout, a massive move occurred, right? So when it retests, it's probably going to have another massive move right away instead of just fucking dangling in a fucking channel right here, right? Because it had its breakout. This is what catches traders off guard when they don't understand. People don't understand things like this. They don't understand, like, this is a channel, right? Channel, 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 channel. This is a breakout, 10 points. This is a drop right back down to retest that previous high channel, right? So it's a break and retest, right? Things people don't understand is like the significance of the play. It literally closed at a strategy. Do you understand? The market closed at a break and retest level. That's fucking golden. And it closed literally the first time it tested, right? And if it holds there, not only is it going to reverse, but if it gaps up, it's going to try to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. So it's a break and retest to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above right here at 690. And another thing that makes this even more rare, more fucking crazy is this. This is actually a break and retest gap close reversal. So look, man, this is what nobody's teaching you. This is what nobody's disclosing to you. And it's not by fucking accident that we're all long on ES right now because of this fucking play is golden. Look at this. It's a gap close reversal, break in retest to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. And in situations like these, this is literally the best setup at the best price. But when you see this playing out during extended hours trading session, you got to get in. If the market closes at a price like this, you got to be prepared to trade futures when it opens up because a big move is going to be occurring into the late night session after 2 a.m. and into the pre-market, right? Into the pre-market session, right? So in situations like these, you have to trade future. There's a best setup and a best price for futures. And what I'm telling you, for me, the way I trade, it's less. It's a lot less, right? It's very rare the market does this where it closes precisely at the best setup, at the best price for the first time testing, right? When the market closes like that, that's when you need to consider trading during extended hours, right? Moves like these typically play out in the pre-market or in after hours trading session. Then you trade the normal hours session. But right now, the moves created like this typically moves are created like this during extended hours. But what I'm telling you is the move was created during normal trading hours. See, that's the difference. Focus on trading during extended hours, during futures, when the move was formed there, when the creation was there. So the creation of the setup was literally as soon as the market closed, the setup was formed. In situations like that, that's the best time to trade during extended hours, right? Look, we had a gap up, right? You see the gap up right here, and then it had a gap and go, and it went up for 4 days, new all-time highs. Then it gapped down, came crashing back down, and it filled the gap. So the point being is, it's having a gap close reversal to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. What I'm showing you is this is the number one strategy that you can use within the market. But the thing is, this is the thing. When it forms like this, you got to understand the strategy formed and closed. If it's in formation literally at the market closed, the market literally closed at a gap close reversal and at a break and retest. So when the market closes, right? Write this down. When the stock market closes at the best setup at the best price, where it's a make or break point, a trend reversal point, gap close reversal point, right? Multiple setups, look to trade futures because the futures is likely going to have that play out first. And then sometimes it happens again, plays out twice during a normal trading hour session. But if you want to be the first one to catch it, you got to trade futures. And a trade like this, you have to be dude, this is the best setup, the best price. If you're not trading fucking futures, you're missing out on literally the best play right now. But what I'm telling you is this happens a lot more when these setups are formed during they start to get created and stuff during the pre-market, and then the real setups time to trade is during normal trading hours. So it happens more as of now, and again, within time markets can change, right? This is why you have to have that skill set of trading during extended hours. But what I'm telling you is the best plays are normally during normal trading hours. But if you want to trade during extended hours, not even if you want to. Sometimes the best plays in general are just during extended hours, but there's more. There's more during normal trading hours. There's less during extended hours trading session, right? And who knows, depending on, what happens during normal trading hours and where the market closes. If the market keeps on closing at amazing levels like this with amazing strategies, then that opens up more opportunities to trade futures during extended hours trading session first. So write that down. So what you understand is this strategy, this is the best strategy. We normally use this during normal trading hours because that's normally when it's the time to trade it. But the market literally closed right at the strategy. And if you look at what the SPY is doing, all it's been doing is just reversing. That's literally all it's been doing is reversing if you look at the extended hours trading session, right? So those are the key things that I want you to take away from this overall analysis and understand the importance of trading during extended hours trading sessions. Sometimes the best setup at the best price is during extended hours. Sometimes it's during normal trading hours. Now, if you're wondering which of more, usually there's more during normal trading hours. Usually there's less during extended hours trading session. But less can be more when it's the best setup at the best fucking price, right? And futures, right? Another asset class to be trading, to be making money when 0 date options are closed, right? To compound wealth. So these are the points I want to make, man, because when a chart is this rare, just take a screenshot of this. Literally just find a play, find a stock with a resistance channel, wait for it to gap up. This day it had a gap up. It kept on breaking out, right? Wait for it to retest. When it retests and fills that gap at a previous resistance channel, right? Resistance channel for a couple days, gap and go, breakout, massive drop, retest. Look for signs of a reversal. Look for SPY to be forming, look for the stock to be forming some higher support. Look for green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations. Look for a gap and go. And then what's going to happen is it's going to break, retest, start to break out, or start to gap and go, start to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above, right? So again, just to show you the purpose of the overall strategy and what is going on within the overall market, this is the best and clearest setup. This setup is literally the foundation that led to starting Trader Society, that then led to starting and then we started Team Roar. Um, you know, look for a daily chart channel for a couple days, right? A couple day price channel, right? Or it could be one massive day. Look for something to gap up. Look for a massive gap and go. Could be a couple days. Look for it to come straight back down. The quicker the better. The quicker it loses all those gains, the better. Look for it to retest. When it retests and fills that fucking gap, right? Look for the reversal. And then it's going to start to explode up to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above. So screenshot fucking this, write all this shit down, and this is the best setup at the best price. If you just trade this, you're going to print money at the speed of fucking light. This is where the gap was waiting to fill right here. The gap nearly filled. It's been reversing ever fucking since. And there's a gap that's waiting to fill above. And if you just look at the overall weekly chart, if you swing trade with this overall strategy, you wouldn't have had a loss since April. If you would have just dip bought every single fucking time SPY had a gap down, would a break and retest, and give yourself 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks of expiration on options that aren't too far out of the money and hold them, sell them when you're fucking green, you would have been profitable every single fucking time since April, right? It's not by accident that we have the highest win rate in the fucking game and that we're the absolute best at what we fucking do. Because we use trading strategies at work and I teach traders how to use them so they can be self-sufficient and use them on their own and profit with us. Whether they're following our trades or not, they still fucking profit with us. So that's what you need to understand. And that's what's going on within the market. And that's what the setup is. It's a break and retest, gap close reversal, gap and go to fill the gap above. Look at all of the purposes that's being served right here. There was a resistance channel. There was a gap up, right? Let's show them the gap up step by fucking step. Whoever wants to write this down and make a fuck ton of money, that's your fucking choice. Like, dude, I'm giving you the keys to the fucking kingdom, man. Look at this fucking shit. Resistance channel. I'm just gonna step by step, and then I'll get more into the plan. Look, you can look for a resistance channel. It doesn't have to be multi-day channel. Just look for a big fucking move. Look for a massive move, and then look for a massive gap up. Massive. It could be a small gap up, but a massive move overall, right? So the point being is, this is what we're looking at, right? Resistance, 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 right? Massive move, right? Gap up, gap and go, multi-day trend, and then it gaps down, even better, even better. Loses all the gains even quicker than it went up, even better, even better. Strongest foundation for a reversal within this market. It truly is, man. Look at this. This is the strongest foundation you're looking at for a market reversal. A big channel a gap up, a big breakout, a big gap and go, and then a massive quick drop straight back down to fill the gap, and the gap is located at the break and retest level. You see this, man? Resistance, resistance, big move down, resistance, gap up, gap and go, multi-day breakout, multi-day sell-off, gap down, close the gap, fill the gap. So do you understand what's occurring? What's occurring is the SPY had resistance. The SPY had a gap up. The SPY continued to go in the direction of the gap up. The SPY had a 10-point breakout. The SPY quickly gapped down. The SPY quickly lost those 10 points. The SPY quickly retested that previous break and retest channel, and it's going to try to reverse at this gap to try to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above right here at 690. This is fucking genius, man. And shit like this, when this is literally closing at the first time it was tested, right? Look, this is the glitch in the fucking matrix. Look at this is the glitch in the fucking matrix right here. This is literally showing you what's going to fucking happen. Is this right here? You could just look at this 30-minute candle. Fucking 681 to 685. That's a massive pivot point. This right here is a massive pivot point too. 686. These are massive pivot points within the market. I'm going to mark this down. These are all massive pivot points in direction right here. As you can see, those zones right there are fucking massive, man. Look at the brilliance in these zones. This is literally the 30-minute high of this massive move right here. The glitch, right? The glitch in the system. And this is a breakdown and retest level. This was support. This was reversal confirmation, right? And then it had a massive sell-off. So when it spikes back up, it's going to try to attempt to drop first before pushing higher. And then this is just, as you can see, this is another massive move zone where a massive move is going to occur. As you can see, when this level reacts to support, when this level breaks down, reacts to support, massive move to the upside, fills the gap. When this level reacts as a resistance, massive move to the downside, right? So, I mean, if you're looking at key critical make or break zones, it's these three fucking levels right here so much. This is going to be a wild fucking zone to be watching, man. But anyways, we're gonna keep our eyes on those zones too. But like I said, I'm already long and already in on this because it's the first time it was tested. It's extremely oversold. It's due for upside potential, and everything was just in alignment. Everything was literally just in fucking alignment for this overall trade to work out. It had the gap up. It was gapping up. It held its floor. I said, dude, this is going to be one of those situations where it plays out in real fucking time. There's people watching this video now. They're like, oh, well, it's already playing out. Well, I'm like, okay, well, if it drops right back down to 69, let's see, if it drops back down to 6907, 6909, right? Whenever this video gets fucking posted, then you can look to go long there during extended hours trading session. I'm like, dude, we do this in real fucking time. This is all real time. So you could take this as a lesson, but like I said, this is the game plan. This is literally, dude, this is the game plan. I'm planning to trade this tomorrow with options, but I'm already trading it during fucking futures. I already went long right here during fucking futures. I told the whole fucking team to get in. Let's buy ES at 6,902.75. Who's in the play? This isn't even 1/10 of the move, and we're fucking targeting 6,917 easy. Everybody's fucking green. Like, dude, we're already like, this shit is fucking. This is why you guys have to be educated and on top of extended fucking hours trading session, because plays like these are very rare. And when a rare play comes during extended hours, I'll show up and I'll fucking take it. Usually like twice a week, I'd say. Two plays a week like these. Very fucking rare plays. But anyways, man, I wanted to share with you the overall game plan and explain to you our overall trade. Like, obviously, sell points. This is a massive range to lock in gains right here. 69107, massive rejection level. 6930, massive rejection level. 6940, massive rejection level. So obviously, locking in gains here, leaving runners for here and here, middle zone, just runners, right? Just house profits, unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking burn. This shit's crazy, dude. As soon as I went fucking long on this play, man, this is like fucking wild. Look at this. It went long at 757. 757. Right when that 30-minute candlestick closed, dude. I was looking at the chart. I'm saying, dude, this is fucking golden. This is literally fucking gold. Look at the 30-minute chart. It's just gapping up, breaking out, retesting. I literally went fucking long at the perfect fucking time, man. Everybody's fucking printing. Everybody's fucking green on this fucking play, man. So like I said, usually it's just resistance, gap up, breakout, all the fucking resistance channel, all the fucking, you know, breaking, retesting, gap close reversal, filling the gap above. You got a fucking magnet right here at fucking 6917 to 6926, dude. This is just free fucking money, unlimited fucking profit. I'm sitting here saying, like, dude, as I'm making my video, as I'm making my plans, I'm now making money as I'm fucking doing that. Before, like, this shit's fucking crazy because I'm seeing trades during fucking futures. This shit is fucking crazy, man. This shit is like, man, even I'm gonna prepare even more in advance, dude. I literally made this trade as I was about to make my fucking plan for the SPY. I was getting ready to make my nightly plan for the fucking SPY, and I was looking at ES and I said, "Oh shit, the play is literally right fucking now." You know, I do this at a certain time. Now I'm realizing I got to do this shit even fucking earlier. This shit's fucking crazy. I'm gonna start doing certain shit fucking earlier so people could be even more prepared to trade fucking futures, man. Because this shit is wild, man. Like, we'll make so many trades on zero dates, but with futures, there's some amazing plays. It's just they're very rare. They're very rare. Like this play I'm in right now, look, this is the same fucking shit. You see this massive move right here? I'm in on the same fucking shit. Massive. It's the same fucking shit. I took that shit. I took that. We took a futures trade. It did the same thing. It went up 15 fucking points. Everybody fucking banked on that. We did the same fucking thing. I'm doing it again. We did the same thing. I'm sitting here saying, now if I make these videos and game plans, I got to do this shit at a certain time. Otherwise, it's just analysis or just fucking education. But this video is literally a game plan with SPY that's coming up now. This shit's fucking wild. Like, look at this. I had another fucking one where it's fucking it's somewhere. Oh, this is it right here. Fucking look at this. 7:52 a.m. Let's buy ES at 6935. It went to fucking 6950. It went up 15 fucking points. Straight the fuck away. And that was at 7:57 a.m. And now look, I'm doing the same shit at night. Dude, I cracked the fucking market. 7:57 p.m. Same shit at fucking night. Let's buy ES at 690.275. The shit went up 10 points already. Dude, we fucking cracked the market. I have to restructure how I'm doing things now because of futures. I'm trading futures more now, and I have to restructure certain things if I want certain things to be a certain fucking way. Like, I'm gonna have to make certain videos earlier if I want people to be able to get that in real fucking time. But so, like I said, with this futures trade I just did, take it as education, but also take it as if we go back to these levels during normal trading hours and the confirmation's there, we're gonna get in on options. We'll trade during options, right? Like I said, this is a SPY video. So now I'm rethinking my whole thing, man. I'm rethinking the videos. I'm rethinking the futures and everything because I'm realizing there's amazing futures trading opportunities. You just have to know when an amazing one is going to occur, and that's something that I figured out. That took some fucking time to figure it out. Now I see there's a couple good futures opportunities every single week. There's like 2 to 3 of them. So now I have to think of, okay, well, if I make a video, do I want them to have enough preparation where they can get in on it before the big move, or do I want that to just be like an educational lesson, or the big move already plays out, they can get it? So now I have to think about that. In certain days, I might not post earlier. Certain days, I might just drop it all real time, like in the chat. So I got some shit to think about with this future shit because it's just unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking printing like this. Like I said, just in terms of how I make the content. Like I said, for this video, you can take it as a lesson. So as I was saying, so yeah, guys, my camera literally just died out. But as I was saying, so look, man, we're gonna get into the SPY now. So we're gonna get into the SPY now. And what I want you to understand is this battle over the SPY. Then towards the end, I'm gonna go a little bit more into ES. But like I said, in terms of the SPY, you know, since we are having this massive gap up during extended hours trading session, which we're all currently long on, this is what I want you to understand. 681.92, best price buy calls, gap close reversal level, right? So for normal trading hours, 681.92 is a gap close reversal level. The market's considered overall bullish as long as we're maintaining above this zone, 681, right? Along this 680 to 681 zone, right? And gap close reversal at 681.92, right? And in terms of our next levels of interest to be trading at are going to be 685, right? 685. Next level above that is going to be 686. Now, another thing I want you to understand is in terms of this overall situation, there is going to be a phenomenal level to be shorting the market, to be buying put options. And it's going to be in between this overall zone right here of 687 and 688. Now, this is one key level. So look, there's 2 zones for puts. These are going to be the 2 zones for puts. The first zone is right here, 685. quick scalp against the trend, go short, very, very quick. Market could have a small pullback there, 685. But it's likely going to try to blow through that and just keep on breaking out. Our second zone is going to be 687 to 688. Based off of this daily chart, what's going to occur, especially since we're already gapping up and breaking out, what's going to occur is SPY bottoms right around here. It has a very bullish move in terms of the bullish move. The first bullish range is 686. The second bullish range is going to be 687 mid to 688, right? Best level for puts, best level to go short is previous day highs, 687.36 to our overall resistance range of 687. So, just to make that clear, there's currently two drop zones. First drop zone, like I said, we'll go back to the daily chart. This is the first drop zone, and the market's going to try to blow through this one easily, but it's going to try to drop first, small pullback first. If you were to make a scalp or if you want to buy puts against the overall bullish potential trend here that's coming up, always bullish confirmations. That first level is going to be that 685 mid, 685 mid, and then our second zone, best level for puts, previous day high, 687.30, and 688 resistance, right? And then our next best level is the gap close reversal level at 694 puts, right? So in terms of strategies, let's talk strategies. Best level for calls, 682 gap close reversal. Market's already gapping up. Look for break and retest on calls. Break and retest on calls right here, 683, right? So since the market's already gapping up, we're already having the big move. This is still your best level. 680 is 682, right? This is still your best level. 682, gap close reversal, break and retest. If it hits to our normal trading hours, this is your best level. And then this zone, market is still bullish as long as it's above this zone. If it goes below the zone, market flips super bearish, market starts to sell off, right? And then so that's 681, 681, 680, 680, 681, and then 682, break and retest gap close reversal. And then 685, break, breakdown and retest. Market's going to try to drop here first, then break out and push higher, right? Try puts first, be extremely careful if you're going to do it. And I would say your absolute highest level for break and retest, you can consider it. You can consider 685 a break and retest. So look, this is what I'm telling you. These are your break and retest levels. Best level oversold gap close reversal level by calls, 682. Break and retest level for calls, 683. Break and retest for calls, 684, right? I really wouldn't go higher than 684. I would keep it at 684. But just understand, and this could be your absolute highest if you want to push it to the fucking limits, 685. You got to be careful with this though, because this can create a short-term trap for bulls where they get stuck holding, then it reverses and pushes higher. So if they have the time and they're in the right play, they could still profit even if it drops first massively. But you got to be careful with going long here first on a breakout because it's going to try to drop first. 685, market tries to drop first, then it bottoms at 684 to 683, breaking out retest zone to try to push higher, right? If you're going to buy at 685, the absolute highest level, most dangerous level for calls, where it's likely you're going to push higher, I would wait for a breakout first above 686, and then if it pulls back, then consider it. In the meantime, just look for break and retest levels at 684, 683, and 682 zones. Best levels for fucking calls. 685 try to drop first. Once it breaks above, retest, absolute highest for calls on a break and retest. Above that, 687, best level for puts. Above that, 688, best level for puts. Above that, 690, gap close reversal. So that is your price ladder. That are the strategies. The strategies for calls are gap close reversal, break and retest, 682. Hanging on a thread level for calls reversal zone, 680 to 681, right? Markets bullish as long as it's above this zone. Market maintains bullish. When market maintains bullish, we buy calls at break and retest levels, which is going to be 682, 683, 684. Massive move is going to occur at 685, right? If it reacts bullish, we buy calls. At first, it will try to drop. So with 685, I'd encourage more patience, more breakout, more confirmation, then go long a little bit higher. But focus on getting in at the lower levels, 683 and 684. We've already been long on this fucking futures play. Like I said, you can take that as education, and then these plays can repeat heading into tomorrow. But the point being is, like, dude, this fucking market, basically, if we hold above this, right? 681, we hold above this. What the market's supposed to do is it's supposed to recover and go to the previous day highs, right? And then it's either going to sell off and get back some gains or close very, very fucking strong into that 688 plus range to even 690, right? But that's when you're playing with fucking fire from there. We're already in on the easy fucking money. And sometimes you gotta understand the easiest money to be made is when normal trading hour session is actually fucking closed. If you looked at this play, basically this setup, right? If you didn't make a trade during futures hours trading session with this fucking play, it basically means that you're not situating yourself to trade the best setups at the best prices, because the best setup at the best price is literally fucking this. If now that's if you choose to trade futures, right? Because we already know what the best setup at those prices. We're already in on futures, and that's if you choose to trade during extended hours. But the point being is, you can make the same play on options, or even better plays on fucking options with bigger returns that are cheaper, lowest risk during normal trading hours, right? So that's just, again, if you choose and decide to trade during futures hours trading session. If you trade options, you don't fucking have to. Um, but for someone who trades all the fucking time, it's like, dude, I'm now taking advantage of these futures plays because they're coming up 2 to 3 times a week. And I got the best setups to best prices. And this shit's a fucking gold mine. It works fucking vast majority of the time. So this is one of those plays where fucking futures all fucking day. And then if you know, for those of you who trade options, well, there's gonna be some fucking amazing options plays heading into tomorrow. But anyways, that's the setups. And just to be aware, this is the least likely outcome. If market goes below 680, we drop to 676, and then that's where we're buy calls 686. We go below 680, we go below 680, market flips bearish. Then we buy calls right fucking here at the break and retest and oversold zone that has not been tested. Buy calls right fucking here. If we go below 681, market takes a shit, and then we buy calls right fucking here, right? As long as market's above 681, all we're doing is looking for opportunities to go long. 682, 683, 684, 685. A massive fucking move is going to occur at 685. So this is one thing you have to understand about 685. It's a little bit overbought, but it's going to try to push to 688, right? So it's the middle of the move, right? This is what I want you to understand. On a bullish day, this is the bottom already played out. This is the middle approaching. This is the top, right? Some people will avoid the middle because they're in fear that it's going to go back to the bottom before it goes to the fucking top. So in this particular situation, I would encourage you, it's likely going to hit 688. But what needs to happen is it needs to break out a little bit, needs to retest, needs to hold, needs to show signs of a confirmation. So I would encourage you to give it some time. And if the bullish confirmations are there, then you could buy at the higher level. Give it some time. If it's breaking out and if it's retesting and it keeps on, look, if the floor, this is it. This is literally it. This is how you do it. Look, if the floor becomes 685 and the ceiling is above 686, just buy the fucking calls. Give it some time. If there's bullish confirmations, buy the fucking calls, right? If you see that shit happening, get in on the calls at the higher level. If it's held long enough and broke above 685 and forms a higher channel above 685, ideally 686 to 686.50, right? Point being is, it's gonna fucking rip to 688, right? And then it's gonna try to drop. Previous day highs, 687.30 to 688 is our drop zone. Be careful, use best confirmations. So if you're wondering, like, the most likely outcome, best thing I can literally say is this. It's likely going to be a bullish day. It's likely going to go above 685. It's likely going to hit 688. It's likely going to try to drop at 688. The absolute best level for puts and to go short would be at 690, the most overbought, overextended level right below the all-time highs. And it's a gap close reversal level, right? Those are the all most likely situations. Now, with that being said, this is what you have to do. You have to give it some time to see if it reacts bullish or bearish at this level, right? So if it's forming a fucking ceiling, a roof below 685 and reacting bearish, this is what I'd say. Look, if you're wondering, put it this way. As long as we're holding above 684 and we keep pushing above 685, we keep pushing to 686, as long as we stay in this fucking range, we're going to 688. And you need to buy calls at one of those levels: 684, 685, 686. Now, if we start to slip below 684 and the market keeps on rejecting this zone, forming lower highs, reacting bearish, right? Then we're going back to this zone, 682, 683, and then you buy calls to the lower zone. So that's what I would tell you. Look at the steps. Take this step by step, right? These are the steps I would take. Look, this is the support, this is the resistance. So this is what I would encourage. I would encourage this, right? Market's holding above 684. Okay, market's holding above 684. That's the make or break support level. Needs to stay above that, right? If it doesn't, it goes back down here. If it stays above, it keeps on trying to break out. So look for this. This is a little micro channel, right? This is a little micro. It bombs at 684. It tops at 685. That's normal. It's probably going to do that first. It's probably going to drop first at 685, then try to bottom at 684. Make, break, make, break, make, break. If it goes under, wait to buy down here. If it starts to break out, wait to buy towards there, right? So look, it's as simple as that. Think of this as the channel. This is literally what you do if you want to trade this middle, because I'm telling you, massive move's going to occur here. This is the fucking middle, right? If it breaks to there and forms a higher floor above that previous resistance right here, break above 685, holds that, go fucking long, right? If it can't go to 686 and it just keeps topping at 685 and then goes under 684, wait to buy here. Wait to fucking buy here. But if it goes to 686 and holds 685s and it can't go under 684, go fucking long. Find a way to go fucking long. Green bullish 30-minute candle confirmations, give this shit some time, right? So just understand, look, this is make or break. If it rejects 685, that's normal. If it goes below 684, it's going to drop to the best level to buy calls, and then that's where you're going to want to buy calls. Now, if you're wondering, well, when do we all go fucking long and buy calls on the middle of the channel? If it held 684 and it broke above 685 and went to 686 and then it maintained a higher channel above 685, that's when you buy fucking calls. So it's got to touch 686 and it's got to hold above 685, right? But there's no reason for us to go back down unless we crack 684, right? But the key for the middle trade on calls is you need a channel above 685. It needs to hold above 684, give it some time. It needs to break above 685, give it some time. It needs to go to 686. If it checks mark those things and it starts to form a higher floor above 685, and it's been holding that channel for a long time, buy at the higher level. If not, if it just keeps on fucking rejecting 685 and not going to 686, and it just keeps on staying 685, 684, 685, 684, do fucking nothing. Wait to buy calls, 683, 682. If it holds this channel, breaks out to 686, forms higher support above 685, hits 686, buy calls to the higher fucking channel. That is the fucking game plan, man. I gave you the blueprint, man. I gave you the blueprint. It's like, dude, I'm the fucking blueprint. I'm the method. I'm the fucking way. Like, look at this shit, man. All we do is fucking print. Look at this fucking play. Look at this shit. Everybody's fucking green. 7:57 p.m. Let's buy ES at 6902.75. This shit, dude, there's people literally saying, oh, well, you should have posted the video at that fucking time. It's like, dude, I didn't even know I was going to make a futures trade at that time. I'm sitting here saying, if I want to now prepare people to trade on fucking futures, I have to look at this shit even more advanced than I do. I was literally making a game plan for SPY, and I said, wait a second. There's a trade on futures here. Like I said, guys, I've recently been trading during extended hours a lot more. And I had this realization in terms of the content that I make. If I want to talk about futures, I'm gonna, if I want, the game plan to be out before the futures, I'm gonna have to make the videos earlier. So that's if I want that. Otherwise, it's just education, or they can use that analysis later on if it retests those levels. But the point being is, this was, like I said, this was literally supposed to be just a SPY game plan video. And literally, as I was about to make the plan, I was looking at futures and I said, oh shit, there's a trade right here. So like I said, heading into 2026, I'm gonna be trading futures more often. Like, dude, we're crushing it nonstop, but only when it makes sense. And when it makes sense, I'm now gonna have to think like, and sometimes there might not. It gets a little complex at times too, but it's like my life too. The way my life works and moves, like it's different. I mean, this was a play where it could have been made in advance. It really could have been. The video could have been made in advance with the way the strategy and setup was. It was a clear setup where I could have made the video in advance. But at least I got the trade out in real time, and at least my profit target literally hit as I was making a video, and at least everybody's fucking green, who pays a small monthly fee, and they're all fucking green and print money at the speed of fucking light. These fucking, this shit's already up fucking 15 points at the speed of fucking light. It's already up fucking 12 points here, and it's on track to go a heck of a lot fucking higher. But anyways, man, like I said, the education, that's literally the most value within itself, is the education. But the one who has the education and calls the fucking plays, that's a different story. Anyone could have this education, but the one who actually knows how to execute fucking on it, that's a different fucking story. But at least I gave it education if you're watching the video, some of the basics to it. But like I said, man, it's like this is something I've now had this realization. Like, if I'm gonna trade futures, if I post a game plan about it, now I'm gonna have to rethink of like times I post. So all I can really say about that is, with terms of how this works, how my life is and everything, just know like sometimes sometimes it's gonna be before, sometimes it's gonna be after the play already plays out, but it's still analysis that can get you back in on the play, if it retest. And you can also just take it as education. But like I said, the spy game plan is fucking bulletproof. It's fucking brilliant. It's like, dude, I look at I've lived this before, and basically what I'm seeing is, dude, this shit's gonna fucking, when we go above 685, everybody's need to go fucking long. A massive fucking move is gonna play out 685, and it's screaming fucking long. We're approaching it right fucking now during futures, dude. I'm sitting here saying like, dude, this shit's fucking crazy. This life's fucking insane. Like, you guys need to be two 2 to 3 days a week. Trade during extended hours. Fucking do it. Fucking 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Just 30-minute candles. Like fucking 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. 30-minute candles. Just briefly check in between 30-minute sets when it makes sense. When it makes sense. I showed you one way when it makes sense. There's more. There's many, many fucking more. It's like, dude, this is literally, I have to restructure how I make videos and when I post videos because of shit like this. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, there could be some motherfucker goes, "Oh, well, it already fucking happened." I'm saying, well, we got in on the fucking trade. We were all in on the fucking trade. But I get it. If I'm making a video, people want to see this shit in real time before it happens. But I'm saying, like, dude, with futures, this shit is fucking different. But it could still retest levels. Like I said, take it as education, but you could still, there's a play coming up right fucking now. But this shit's fucking crazy, man. Literally, like, I'm now realizing I'm going to be part of the future space with the trades I'm making, and with the systems I have. So I now have to rethink of like how and when I'm going to post these videos. I have to do this shit more in advance, man. Because like I said, this happened to be one of those situations where it could have been far more advanced, but it wasn't like that with how I was living and everything. I literally just looked at the chart and I said, okay, let's make a fucking trade, called in the fucking group, and then I realized, oh shit, this is a brilliant fucking situation. But you guys know I do the daily analysis on SPY. That's been the main foundation of how I trade and do the channel and everything. Now I'm realizing there's gonna be 2 to 3 trades on ES every single week. It varies, sometimes one, sometimes two, sometimes three. um and I'm now have to, you know if I want this to be before it plays out, before the actual trade, and post the game plan, I'm now going to have to redo the times of that. I'm going to have to look at the market earlier than I normally do. I'm going to have to make the video earlier than I normally do. I'm all aware of that. I'm not promising that I'm going to do that. But what I am saying is, when it makes sense, I'm going to try to get it out beforehand. But there's no promises, no guarantees, man. It's just the way my fucking life works and the way I live. It's like, dude, literally just on the fucking fly. I saw a play and I just made the trade. It's like I looked at the chart. I was like, okay, let's see what futures doing. And I looked at the fucking chart. And I said, oh fuck. As I'm making my game plan for SPY. So look, just put it this way. I'm gonna be making my game plans in terms of preparing them earlier. Um and then figuring out what I'm going to do with that. Like I said, for the most part, I'm really going to try when it makes sense to just get the video out literally before, like, earlier, so people could trade the future session with it in real time rather than later when plays already played out, right? But like I said, at least I called the fucking play in real fucking time. Like we did 7:52 a.m. ES at 6935 went up 15 points. 7:57 p.m. ES at 6902.75 already went up 16 fucking points. Like, at least I'm doing that. So now I'm just thinking in terms of like creating content and plans, because like, dude, I trade this shit for real. I'm in on these plays for fucking real. I make a trade, I let the team know I'm in on the fucking trade. Now I'm thinking like, oh fuck, if I trade futures, I can now make my videos earlier on the future session. But now I need to schedule for that. Now I need to think in advance for that. So I mean, in terms of this shit is simple, man. Literally, if the market closes out a key play, I could just post a video right around like fucking a good time when things start to pick up a little bit, in a good time, right around towards like 8 p.m. would be a smart time, 8 to 9 p.m. In that window, a little bit earlier, like 8 to 7:30 p.m. It's just, you guys know me, man. I normally post later. And YouTube's fucking crazy, man. there's just so much to think about in terms of like posting. Um, I actually post my videos actually perform the best when I post at 9:30 p.m. If I post earlier, a lot of my viewers aren't going to be online. So then the videos are going to get less views unless I figure that out and how to, so the shit's all fucking crazy. I'm just saying it's just shit to think about in terms of the algorithm. It doesn't make everything make logical sense. If I post the video early, people could get in on the play earlier, but it might not do as well in terms of performance and just everything else, right? If I post a video later, people get the game plan later, but then the video might do well. These are just all things that I have to think about and consider when I actually fucking do something. And then paid things, certain things are paid, certain things are free. So this whole futures trading situation has got a lot on my mind, and I'm going to be restructuring some things because I'm telling you, this has really been opening my eyes, man. I'm just amazed on how fucking easy and simple this is because it makes perfect sense. Like, I've always told you guys in terms of like one of the ways I trade, something can't just sit there. So I'm sitting here saying, dude, this is just sitting here at the best level, and we have all this time before the market opens. I'm sitting here saying, this is fucking genius. If it starts to hold here and goes up a little bit and starts to gap up, I'm gonna go fucking long. Because, dude, by the time people wake the fuck up, the play's already gonna be played the fuck out. Not saying that it can't happen again, but I'm sitting here saying, dude, this is fucking genius. It can't just fucking sit here. Do you understand? When a play just can't sit here, that's when you make the play. And literally, as I was making a game plan on SPY, I was getting ready to make this video. I looked at the charts. I said, dude, I'm gonna call fucking play, then I'll make the fucking video. That's just how the shit happened to form out. So now I'm literally gonna have to analyze. Okay, this is the time futures hours opens. Okay, these are the best windows to trade during futures. These are the times to consider posting a video. It's just with my schedule and how I live my life, dude, these videos are fucking on the fucking. This shit's great to live, man. I got a lot to think about. I got like this shit is just crazy, man. I get it. Like, I try to make the absolute best YouTube channel and all this stuff, but then I got paid things that I don't want to disclose for all free and certain things in real time. There's a lot I got to think about, man. But just take it for what it is. And like I said, the education in itself is fucking genius. But this is just fucking brilliant, man. It's just unlimited fucking printing, unlimited fucking winning. So if you guys want to join us for the best trading year of 2026, it's the first link down below within the description. Um, we closed out 2025 with many, many winners. Fucking amazing, man. We had over two trades this week where you could have made 1,000%, man. Let me show you guys some of the YOLOs here, man. The YOLOs have been clearing 1,000%. 6850 SPX puts for 150 cents went to 700 cents. Could have made 1,000% on that play, straight the fuck up. And there's just many wins, man. There's just many, many wins. 6855 SPX calls for 245 cents to 350 cents. SPY puts for 36 cents to fucking 74 cents. you know um 686 SPY calls for 47 cents um to 68 cents. Dude, every play wins, every play prints, every play wins. That's 4 for 4. That's a 100% success rate with our real-time zero-date options train alert system. And there's many more. The day before that, 5 for 8. And look at what the YOLOs do. You want to see what the YOLOs do? Look at this. December 30th, 6900 SPX puts for 50 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, hold, add. Look at this fucking play. 400 cents. 50 cents to 400%. 50 cents to 400. Fucking 1,000%. It went to 800. 50 to 800. It went up 1,500%. 1,500%. And then look at the next day. Do you see these gains? Look at this. You see these fucking gains, man? We do this every single fucking day. There's no other fucking group like this. Like, dude, I'm getting them green. And then look at the day before that. Look at this. This shit, dude, we're fucking cracked. No one is fucking like us, man. Like, nobody fucking does this shit, man. Like, the levels I'm fucking operating at and the complexity now and how everything's getting so advanced, like, fuck. Futures just changed that fucking average, changed the whole fucking thing for me. Now I gotta think of another fucking schedule when I'm gonna do certain things, when I'm gonna post certain things, how I want certain videos to be, how I want certain game plans to be. Like, holy shit, man. Look at what we do. You wanna see what we do? This is what we do. It's unlimited print. I'll show you what the fuck we do. This is what we fucking do. Look. This is let's see. All right, so look, I'll show you. This is what we do. Look. Let's go to, let's see. Fucking real-time documented track record for years and years and years and years. December 31st. You want to see how we end the year? I'll show you how we end the year. Look. December 31st. How do we start the year? You want to see how we start? Look at this. Let's buy ES at 6935. 6935, December 31st, 7:52 a.m. It went up 15 points. It went up 15 fucking points. 6,935, 7:52 a.m. You seeing this? It's unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking print. Look at this. $1,000. 15 fucking 15 fucking right? 15 contracts. Fucking went up $1,000. $1,000 fucking profit. Dude, that's how we started before the market even opened. Before the market even opened. Then look what we started fucking doing. Look what we started fucking doing then. Look at this. 9:48 a.m. December 31st. 686 SPY calls. Those fucking printed. 684 calls at 78 cents. Those fucking printed. 685 calls, 61 cents. Dude, all the fucking plays were printing. Giro went fucking 4 for 4. Fucking 680 SPY calls for 47 cents. 69 cents. 683 SPY puts for 36 cents. 74 cents. 6855 SPX calls for 245 cents, 350 cents, 6850 SPX puts for 150 cents, 690 cents. Dude, fucking nobody's doing this shit, man. Nobody. The day before, another 1,000% win. You seen like fucking 6,900 SPX puts for 50 cents, add 800 cents, 1,500% plus increase, added to double the gains. All these fucking wins. 6,905 SPX calls for 145 cents, 275 cents, another 100% win. 6,900 SPX puts for 155 cents, 430 cents, another fucking 200% win. 1L, more wins. SPY puts for 51 cents, fucking 67 cents. Dude, 688 SPY calls for 38 cents. This is all December 30th, man. Like, the whole fucking team is green. Nobody is fucking leaving, dude. Look at the plays. Look at December 29th. Look at December 29th. 6,905 SPX puts for 45 cents. 285 cents. Another fucking massive fucking win. Dude, the YOLOs are clearing. 400, 500% returns, sometimes 1,000% returns. 6,910 SPX puts for 200 cents. 430 cents. 686 SPY puts for 35 cents, 61 cents. Dude, nobody is fucking printing as much as we are. It's unlimited winning and unlimited printing. It's the first link down below in the description. You want to gain access to our real-time zero adoption strain alert system. You want to gain access to our secured private network, our community, our secured private network, our organization, where it's just unlimited printing, unlimited fucking winning, dude. Fucking nobody is fucking printing. Like, look at this. There's people saying they're out. They're out. They're out. It's like, dude, by the time people watch this video, our fucking crew just cleared fucking. Look at the gain on this shit, man. We're in at fucking 6,902. I haven't even posted the video yet. Dude, by the time the video, this is probably up like 690 fucking 2. 6,902. Let's see. What is the price at? 6,915. I told all these motherfuckers to take profits and to fucking sell at 6,917. Look at the high. 6,916.50. And I'm sitting here saying, dude, I told them leave runners because look, this can go to 6,930 to 6,940. It could. It can happen. It just needs to break above this and hold this range. I explained to you what it needs to fucking do. It needs to break above this and then hold above this, break above this, hold above this. It's got to break above this, hit this, hold above this. That's what it's got to do. Break above this, hold above this. That's what it's got to fucking do. 30-minute charts, nothing but fucking green. I'm sitting here saying, dude, the whole fucking team is clearing profits. And the market ain't even fucking open. People are fucking exiting. They're fucking setting their fucking limit sells, getting fucking filled, and making fucking profits. Like, dude, it's unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking printing. Understand? We got it all. We got it fucking all. Futures, options, we got every fucking thing. Same fucking shit, same fucking play, man. I'm sitting here saying, dude, the normal day, the day hasn't even started. And we already won. Do you understand? We already won. Do you get it? We already won. The day hasn't even started. We can hit the club right fucking now. We can turn up at the fucking club, get some rest, eat, work the fuck out, and then kill the fucking normal trading hour session. It's like, dude, there's nothing like this. There's nothing. This shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, there's nothing fucking like this. Where else can you fucking do that? You can kill a futures trading hour session. You know, good times to trade futures. You know, towards like trade. You could trade towards fucking like 8 p.m. right around there. Trades towards fucking 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. right around there, and then fucking pre-market fucking pre-market, 7 to 9 a.m., right around there. Fucking 3 sessions right there. You could restructure your whole life. Dude, I'm sitting here saying I'm restructuring my fucking companies. I'm restructuring my channel, my marketing, my videos because of fucking futures. I'm seeing this is a fucking gold mine. I could just do this 2 to 3 times a fucking day, kill it before I start the day, and then kill it with fucking options. I'm sitting here saying, dude, I'm now fucking trading futures and fucking options because there's certain plays that must play out during futures when options are closed. And you guys know me. I would prefer the market to be open 24/7. I would prefer no rest days. I would prefer no weekends on the fucking, with this market closer shit. That's what I would all fucking prefer. So I'm gonna find a way to get it. And me getting what I want is to trade fucking futures too. So I'm gonna trade futures when it's the right time to trade futures. It's looking like 2 to 3 times a week. And then I'm gonna trade options every single fucking day. It's a win fucking win. When we can't trade options during normal trading hours, there's gonna be 2 to 3 plays on futures fucking hours, right? And I love trading so much, and fucking money's fucking great. So why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Why just trade options when I could trade futures too? When I could do fucking both? It makes perfect fucking sense, dude. I'm sitting here on a fucking like when I'm going out or doing some shit or when I'm just not trading, I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at fucking charts. I'm like, dude, what's the next play? What's the next trade? Boom. Futures play comes up. Make the fucking trade. That's literally what happened before this video. So there's just so much to do, man. 2026 is already starting off with a fucking banner. I mean, if you want to see how I start off my 2026, I'll show you. This is how I started off. 7:57 p.m. Let's buy ES 6902.75. Who's in this play? Holding. People don't want to use the right brokers. Well, that's on them. I told them you guys need to use Thinkorswim. You need to use Charles Schwab. You need to use real brokers who allow you to do what the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want to do. Don't go using these play brokers, these joker brokers, these fucking don't go using, the fucking sheep brokers that all the fucking investors telling you to buy and hold forever, right? Oh, sign up for this broker, get the free stock. Don't go using a free stock broker. If the broker gives you a free stock, it's probably the wrong fucking broker. Um, I told him, man, use brokers designed for real trading skills. Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, real fucking trading. You can trade fucking futures, you can trade fucking zeroed in options, fucking hotkeys, fucking right platforms. See, this guy gets it. You're targeting 6925, 6930. That's the runner zone. Very, very realistic, right? But you know me, I don't want people going green to red. I want people to have some good gains, but not risk too much. I told him 6917 easy. Hold the play, leave runners. Sell at fucking 6917. We just hit 6917. I'm well fucking aware. If we break above this and hit here and hold there, it's gonna go to 6940. I'm well aware. That's why I said leave runners, motherfuckers. Because we break above this shit and hold this, we're going to 69 fucking 40. Shit's fucking crazy, dude. I'm still in this fucking play. We already fucking cleared 14 fucking points on the move. Market hasn't even fucking opened up. Fuck. My day hasn't even fucking dude, we're starting our days before they even start. We won. We killed it. This is how I'm starting off 2026. So, welcome to 2026, motherfuckers. I'm gonna introduce you all to fucking futures. We're gonna trade futures fucking 2 to 3 trades a week whenever there's a fucking play. And then we're gonna trade fucking options all fucking day. So there's no fucking excuses. There's no fucking excuses to be read. We're gonna have so much winning. You're gonna question on how we're able to win this much. You truly are. We're gonna have so much winning. You're gonna question on how people are losing money because not everyone makes money as a trader. No matter what group you're in, no matter who you learn from, no matter who the fuck you are, not everybody makes money as a trader. Some traders lose money, and they're definitely gonna be questioning themselves in the fucking mirror how the fuck they're losing in our fucking group. Like, dude, the fucking shit, fucking look at the chart. Look at the brilliance. You wanna see, look at the fucking brilliance of this fucking shit, man. Look at the fucking play, man. Look at the fucking play, dude. We got in at the fucking lows of this shit. We got in towards the fucking lows of this fucking play, and it just keeps on fucking going up. It's like that same trade I just made. I just did this. I just did this. What did I just do? I just bought ES. Oh yeah. I just bought fucking ES. Oh, it's fucking buried after all these wins on fucking SPY. Let's see. Right here, I just did this. Let's buy ES at 6935 at 7:52 a.m. in the morning. In the morning. Motherfucker shows up before the market opens. It goes up 15 points. I'm sitting here saying, dude, if you went long on a play that spiked 15 points, you should quit. That's a lot of motherfucking points. And then at night, the motherfucker's back at night. I'm sitting here saying, dude, you can see why I got a lot to think about. I got businesses to run. I got videos to fucking manage. Like, I got fucking portfolios to fucking manage. I got all this shit to do. And I'm sitting here saying, oh, fuck. It's like, dude, I now have this is like having another fucking child. I now have another fucking business, another fucking kid coming in. This fucking future shit. I'm sitting here saying this is fucking genius. There's 2 to 3 plays every single week. This is fucking genius. Now I have to recreate a schedule, figure out how I'm gonna do the fucking videos. But if there's one thing that's just so easy to fucking do, oh man, it's just to fucking trade. Just to trade, to call the plays, to give the profit targets, to give sells, to give entries, and to give the education. Oh, that's all fucking easy. But in terms of making this shit into a fucking business, the videos, life schedule, and all this shit, you know how traders are, man. Traders just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do whenever the fuck they want to do, right? There's so much to think about. There's so much to do, right? So now I really got to be studying you know, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to determine when the market is closed, does it make sense to watch futures or not? And when I make that determination, and if it does make sense for me to watch futures, with the plan I have created, then I'm gonna try to post it before, a little bit after futures hours opens up. Probably around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, more than enough time where nobody misses out on a play or stuff like that. But like I said, with the way I teach, people should be able to do what I'm doing before I do it. I just don't expect them to do it as well as I fucking do it. Unless they got like more advanced mentorship with the new programming group coming up. I sold most of mine as well, left a few runners, almost hit my goal for the day, and it's not even Friday yet. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally about to go out, like literally right fucking now. I'm about to enter a fucking portal, and then I'll make another trade in fucking pre-market. I might enter a trade mid portal. I might enter a mid because dude, I'm sitting here saying like, I know what rare looks like. I looked at the play. I said, dude, this is the rarest fucking play of 2026. I'm just glad I caught it. I really am because like, man, honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. For someone who not only trades but has businesses trading and teaches people how to trade and stuff like that, starting off the new year, missing this play, like I would have felt like shit. I'm sitting here saying, dude, resistance channel for 4 days, breakout for 4 days, loses all of its gain in 3 days, break, retest, gap, close reversal, gap and go to fill the gap above. I'm sitting here saying, dude, if I would have missed this play, I would have felt like shit. I really would. I would have been like, dude, you need to get on a better fucking schedule, or maybe you need to start trading. Like if I wasn't in on this, I would be questioning myself. If the market was moving, I would genuinely question myself, why am I not in on this? Like literally, fucking futures exist for a reason. For us to get in on fucking this before everyone fucking else. It's like, dude, we're sitting at a fucking hanging on a fucking thread. We're gapping up during futures. It's got so many fucking points. Like, dude, I'm telling you, if you guys are one, there's certain things in this life that are like the cheat code, that are like the jailbreak to life. There's certain things that you have to have in your life that literally give you the jailbreak and give you like the cheat codes. I'm telling you, futures and 0 day options. That's part of the cheat code. There's many things to the cheat code, dude. In terms of life, there's so many things to figure out. And I'm telling you, if you're wondering, like, what are some of the jailbreaks? What are some of the fucking cheat codes? Like, futures and 0 day options in terms of asset classes to day trade. That's literally fucking it. Nor, but if you're wondering like which one, dude, the amount of fucking money in 0 day options, you don't even need to trade futures. Me, I genuinely love this shit, and no matter what the fuck I'm doing, like I'll be looking on my phone, I'll be looking at charts regardless, I'll be creating game plans. Like I said, I was literally just making a game plan on SPY, and I'm sitting saying, wait a second, this is the best fucking game plan. This is the best setup. But then I caught myself. I said, wait a second. I have to enter now. I can't wait. The market held. The market gapped up, right? So it's like having this awakening of now I have to take this fucking seriously. I didn't take it as seriously in the past because we just trade 0 day options and that's what we did. But you guys know me. I like to expand into fucking do new shit and figure out new fucking shit. But you guys always know I love to trade. And I like to, like I said, if the market was open 24 hours, but the asset classes I like to trade are the ones that give the biggest profits with the lowest risk, right? Which would be 0 day options. And then, of course, you got futures, man. You could do futures with prop firms, make it super fucking cheap and low fucking risk. If you get a proper firm that pays you out and you don't have problems with, but you got to abide by certain rules, that's part of the downside to that. But you guys get what I'm saying, man. It's like, dude, I'll just be on my phone or just doing shit, looking at charts anyways. I'm sitting here saying, like, I could literally just fucking like this shit's fucking crazy, man. The fucking freedom of what we can create and build through through price action. That's the key word, through price action and through asset classes. So I'm telling you, man, futures is gonna be a now key aspect that I'm gonna be taking very seriously within the business and within the YouTube channel, right? So that's a new aspect that I'm going to be adding. It just makes sense, man. It just makes sense. I have systems, I have curriculum that works, and I'm seeing with futures, it's gonna be less opportunities because during normal trading hour session, we focus on zero day options because they're the cheapest, they're the lowest risk, and they yield the highest returns. That's what we truly focus on. But the strategies and everything works with futures, and you could trade futures with them, and you could use prop firms, and that's all great. But during normal trading hours, we really like to just trade zero day options because they yield the biggest percentage gains with the cheapest, lowest risk, right? There can be some open conversation for those who do get successful payouts with prop firms and considerations. But if anything, if you do use a prop firm, do both. Do fucking the prop firm and do zero date options. Do fucking both. But I'm saying like all the wealthy people, they really focus on the zero dates. You know, the zero dates are like the fucking cheat code during normal trading hours, like the best thing to trade. You could do both. Certain situations it might make sense to do both. Um, but rich people, they just like to do zero dates during market open. And then when markets close, they either don't trade because they don't fucking have to because they do so well during normal trading hours, right? Not everyone wants to trade as much as possible, right? Um, you know, but fucking futures, it makes perfect sense. I love trading. This is what I fucking do. And if options are going to be closed and there's a futures play, I got to take it. Like, dude, I'm sitting here making my plan. I was making my fucking plan to trade spy the next fucking day, and I'm sitting here saying, wait a second, there's a futures play. So now I gotta remap the schedule. I gotta remap the videos. And it's gonna be a much better reflection. The next time this shit happens, I'm gonna be far more prepared. But like I'm saying, it's like just like, dude, the way I live my life and stuff, sometimes shit just comes like on a fly. Like I was literally just looking at charts, it came on a fly. There was no way for me to post a video or some shit like this in real fucking time. Now, one thing I could have done a live stream. I could have done a live stream, but like I said, I'm trying to make live streams extremely premium. But that's another consideration. Like maybe if I'm doing a futures game plan, I could do a live stream. But see, that's another thing I got to think about because that could be in an exclusive paid program, or I could do it for free sometimes. So see, look, I got a lot to shit to think about, man. You know, because this really did just change the game for me in terms of like when I'm gonna be posting, what I'm gonna be doing with the business, and you know, just in general, because I'm seeing the opportunity and people want to make money when the market's closed, and some people do want to use prop firms. It's just with us, we trade zero dates during normal trading hours, so the only way that makes sense to really use a prop firm would mainly be when the market's closed, or just not using a prop firm using real money would be when the market's closed on futures. Because we trade real money with zero dates during normal trading hours. So when the market's closed, the only thing that makes sense is real money with futures or a prop firm. You know, or a prop firm if someone wants to go down that route, right? But there's just so many ideas and so many things to do, man. I could train a trader and then he can run a prop firm trading group with everything I taught him. And then for the people who do want to trade the prop firm, they could join that group if they want to trade futures during normal trading hours session, right? I could have a separate group when the market's strictly closed for futures. Dude, I got so much shit. I got a lot to think about, man. Because like I said, I'm planning to like launch like an exclusive private live stream mentoring group. I could teach students, and then I could hire, one of the students, or just in general, just hire someone else who I come in contact with who's a successful, futures trader. And then they could run the prop firm side of things. Cause like I get it, man. People want to trade when the market's closed. And not everyone wants to trade zero date options. Some people want to trade futures during normal trading hours, not zero date options. And some people want to use prop firms and not real money. So for someone who's mastered this game, I'm seeing all the fucking opportunities. And basically, my main role is gonna be the education. The one who fucking educates fucking everyone to do all this fucking shit. And then I'll hire, you know, traders to run the education in a certain group, kind of like what is going on right now in like Team Roar, right? Inside of Team Roar with the zero date options train alert system, G Roar is running the zero date option plays. And Now one of the next step is I could launch a new private group, teach people how to trade. They could trade whatever asset classes they want with my curriculum, whatever works best for them, for their needs, for their lifestyle. However they want to trade. Some people want to trade futures because of the time. Some people want to trade futures because of the asset class. Some people want to trade zero date options because of the time. Some people want to trade zero date options because cheap, low risk, real money. Some people want to trade futures because you could do it with a prop firm with not your own money. There's a lot of fucking things, man. So a lot of fucking educating, a lot of fucking hiring. I got a lot of fucking shit to do. Um, which is another reason why I just haven't been posting, man, because there's just so much to fucking do, and there's just so much winning. When you're winning this much, sometimes you don't even think of fucking posting. You're sitting saying, "Dude, I can go do this. I can go make certain moves in a real fucking world. Do this, do that. Don't even like." We just really don't have to post with all the trading going on. But our goal is to be the absolute best, and part of being the absolute best is to take over online, not just in real life. But man, just know a lot's been going on behind the scenes. New things are to come. And one thing I want to make very, very clear for 2026 is education, right? Educating traders, having them leveling up. They get to decide what I teach them everything. They get to decide how they want to trade, what they want to trade, make their own systems with my system, right? So education and then hiring. I am looking in the near future, I am looking to hire a prop firm or futures trader, right? Someone who specializes in trading futures or trading prop firms. That's something I am opening to, and basically I run the business side of things and I run the side of things of like I have trading systems. I teach people my trading systems and then I also teach them how to create their own trading systems. They decide what they want to do with that. Some of them are going to go off and start businesses. They decide what system they want to create, what system they want to trade with. Do they want to trade futures? Do they want to trade zero dates? So my responsibility will be, you know, getting them that system. I educate them the entire fucking system. They become profitable. They go off and do what they want to do with it. They want to start a business, they go start a fucking business, right? Um, they want to go off and trade their own, they go off to trade their own. They want to stick with our group and trade with our group, they stick with our group, they trade with our group, right? They do what the fuck they want. But the point being is, my job is to help create them, to help get them on their path, to create them, into what they want, to give them the skill set, to give them the system, and then they can, help help serve a role into getting them to where they want to go. What asset class they want to trade, what strategies they want to use, what systems they want to use. They could take all my gold and add it to their gold, add it to their system, right? So literally I'm going to be creating my job basically is like I'm going to be creating the best traders on the fucking planet. And these traders are going to either some of them are going to disappear, just trade on their own, teach friends, teach family. Some of them are going to stay in our group and stay loyal to the group because they love the group and they like trading with a group. Not everyone likes trading with a group. Some people just like trading alone. Some of them are going to go off and start their own things. Some of them will have partnerships with me, just like with Team Roar, G Roar, right? Some of them will have partnerships with me and they go off and they start their own thing, right? But the goal is I'm the one who creates these systems. I create the systems, I teach the systems, I get people to create their own systems and to also implement my systems into their systems. They take what they want, add what they want, right? They build, the system they want to build, right? And also I hire people. That's literally my roles. I create the systems, I teach the systems, I show them, how to create their own system, how to use my system, how to become profitable. They decide what they want to do with it. Okay, I want to trade during this time of day. I want to trade this asset class. Do I want to trade futures or do I want to trade zero date options? Do I want to trade futures with real money or do I want to trade with a prop firm? Do I want to trade both? What do I want my schedule to look like? How do I want my systems to be set up? Do I want to get time alerts at this time to trade at this time to create plans? Basically, I'm gonna be the guy who creates all that fucking shit, like I've already done, with Team Roar and then many people in Trader Side and all that stuff, right? And then I'm also looking to hire, but in terms of hiring, like I'm not interested in hiring like a crypto person or anything like that right now. My main interest is just one more hire, and that's going to be mainly it as of now for price action in 2026. Basically, I am going to be looking to hire someone to run a prop trading firm, other a prop trading firm, group or a futures group, right? So they're a successful trader. They could either be successful trading futures with real money, or they could be successful of, getting payouts with a prop firm, and they're successful at that. As long as they're successful in trading futures, um, that will work. And then their job will be, to trade and to also do some teaching, but to mainly trade and stuff like that. My main job is going to be, teaching people my systems and teaching them how to create their own systems and teaching them my system as well. So they have both. They have their system and they have my system. They create it. I'll show them everything. And then like I said, some of them will go off and do their own thing, whether that's trade alone, whether that's trade with friends or family, whether that's start their own business without me. Some of them might potentially have a partnership with me. Some of them will trade with our group because they love the group and they don't want to trade alone, or they like the online group, right? So that's the game plan, man. So I'm gonna create the best traders like I've always done, and I'm planning to hire a futures trader, ideally within the next 1 to 2 years. Hire someone who trades futures. Who trades futures? It could be either a prop firm or real money. Those are things I have to think about. But those are just some of the things that I'm planning to do. For 2026 is to start my educational company, and within 1 to 2 years, hire someone who who takes on the lead role for trading futures and futures in prop firms, stuff like that, right? I mean, that in its own, if you think about it, could be two different companies. It's like I said, there's a lot to think about, and there's a lot in terms of hiring because you can have someone who's successful in trading futures, but if they're teaching people a prop firm, that's different things. You see what I'm saying? It's two completely different things, right? It's two completely different things if you think about it. Um, a prop firm is a separate company compared to futures. It's a different business because with a prop firm, there's certain rules. There's certain things. So it's two different businesses, man. So I got a lot to fucking think about, man. Literally, man, so many systems. Literally, one business could be how to pass your funded account. That's a business in itself. That could be a course. That can also be someone who trades with them live and passes the prop firms lives, does live prop firm, challenges to pass live. And then another business is literally someone who just trades futures without those limitations because that's two different businesses. If someone trades futures and they're trying to help people, pass a prop firm, they're gonna have to trade on a prop firm. Otherwise, they're not helping them in that realm. It wouldn't make as much sense unless they were specialized to help them, but they weren't trading on a prop firm. But even then, has like some black and white lines to it. But anyways, fucking man, I got a lot to fucking think about with this futures and prop firm shit. Um, because with zero dates, we have the best real time zero day options trading alert system on the fucking planet. There's no debate. It's been documented for years. Everyone in our group, they stay. Nobody fucking leaves. It's a monthly recurring group, and we have a phenomenal community backed by it. And like I said, now next steps are literally creating the best traders, like I've already done, but continuing that, creating the best traders, teaching them my system, helping them create their system, and then eventually hiring someone in futures trading or prop firm trading space, to take on that side of the space because we already have. This whole thing started with me teaching people how to trade, teaching people the way how I trade, right? That started everything. That literally started Team Roar. It started Trader Society. It started the communities. That started people leveling up. It literally just me teaching people how I trade, right? So I teach them my system, and I also teach them how to create their own systems. So, right, that's the foundation that starts all this. And then below that, hiring people who trade those asset classes, separate groups, so if people want to learn how to trade, if people want to learn, how to create a trading system, they want to learn my trading system, how to create their own trading system, with whatever fucking asset class, then boom, they go to me. And then if people want to trade, they want to trade, they can go inside of Team Roar, zero date options trading. But then we're going to need another person if they just want to trade, and some learning as well. Prop firm futures. right? So that's just how you can think of in terms of like what I'm structuring. If people want to learn how to trade, how to create a trading system, if they want to learn my trading system, and you can use my system in whatever asset class you want to use it in, right? They can come to me. And then if they just want to trade a certain asset class and they want more expertise on that certain asset class with some learning on that too, they can go to zero date options alert system. They can go for Team Roar, and then in the futures trading, we'll have someone else, or prop firm trading, we'll have another person too. Ideally within the next 1 to 2 years, that's one of my goals, man. Like I said, I'm gonna start another group. The last group I started, I hired the best real time zero date options trader on the fucking planet. It's the best trading alert system, right? And then that was the last group that I did. And then the next group that I'm planning to do, the goal is futures and prop firm. That's the next goal. And that's one of the goals. The main goal is to create the best fucking traders. That's the number one goal, is to create the best fucking traders, and then to hire one of those traders. And if not one of them, then hire someone who I meet in person. It's either gonna be someone I meet, whether it's not in the group or in the group. I'll have to fucking see on that. um, whether they're in my group or not. I mean, last time I hired someone in the group and they're the best fucking zero option trader on the fucking planet. So this time I'm gonna train people, and then I'm either gonna hire someone in the group, or not in the group. Someone I meet or someone I know of within the future. Um, we shall see, man. Which is how I live my life and networking and stuff like that. But yeah, man, this shit is fucking crazy, dude. We're fucking, dude, the whole fucking everybody, dude. Everybody is fucking printing, everybody's fucking green. Look at this fucking play, man. This shit, dude, nobody's fucking doing this shit. Look at this. 6-9-18. 6-9-18. You seeing this shit, man? Dude, fucking Miami. Fucking, oh man. I trade so much better in Miami. Something about the frequency in Miami, it's just like clears out everything in terms of trading. I'm just so crystal fucking clear. When it comes to trading, man, it does something to my frequency, something to my like flow state. It's so fucking clear for trading. It just makes everything clearer, everything like freer and clear. I fucking love Miami, man. I made this trade in Miami, and my first trade of 2026, man. What a fucking banger, dude. Literally beat everyone fucking to it. 690 2.75. Like, I get it. I know how people are. People talk shit. They're like, oh, you posted the video after the fact. I'm like, dude, that's just how shit happened to go. This video was supposed to be a spy game plan. As I was making that game plan, this fucking play came up on fucking ES, and I said, "Oh fuck, I have to trade futures now, because if I don't trade fucking futures right now, it's gonna cost me a fuck ton of money versus making the fucking video." So I stopped the fucking video. As I was about to make the video, I stopped the video. I said, "Okay, I'll make that later. Let me answer this fucking trade first." Now I'm rethinking the whole fucking thing, because like I said, I don't trade futures a lot. This year alone, I probably made like 30 futures trades, and in 2025, I probably made like 30 futures trades, which is more than enough and a fuck ton of money. But I'm sitting here saying, dude, every single week I'd say there's two plays, which is 104 trades every single year, which is a fuck ton of money. And it's during a time where options trading isn't open. So I'm sitting here saying, oh, here we go. This is another business. This is another system. This is another situation where I could hire someone. This is another situation. All right, I'm gonna train. I'm gonna teach a fuck ton of people. Well, I can hire one to now teach this asset class, to trade this asset class, who's the fucking best at it. And then I just keep on creating traders, creating traders, creating traders. Like I said, some people just want to trade. They can join the other traders that I hire. Some people want to learn how to trade, learn how to create their systems. Well, they can come to me and do whatever the fuck they want with the system. They can start their own fucking business. They can, you know, trade whatever asset class they want with it, right? Because I got all the motherfucking systems, and you're gonna see I'm gonna hire. It's literally the people I hire will be even more fucking proof. Not just my students, but the people I fucking hire. G-Roar was a student of Team Roar. I hired him. So like I said, the next move, I thought about it. There's plenty of ways to use my strategy with price action, and what I want is a prop firm or futures trader. That's what I want. Someone who trades prop firms, someone who trades futures, or maybe even both. I have to figure out how I'm gonna structure this shit. This shit gets very fucking complex, man. What a success, man. So look, I'm gonna end it off at that. Um, I'm gonna go celebrate this day, get some rest, and then trade in the morning, man. If you're serious about making fucking money, click that first link down below in the description. You'll be printing with zero date options at the speed of fucking light, man. 2026 is gonna be our biggest and best fucking year to date. I'm looking forward to it. I will be creating the best traders on the fucking planet, they will go off and do big things. They will start their own businesses, or they will trade on their own because that's their preference and live a very successful life and maybe teach their friends or teach their family. Some people will stay in our group because they prefer the online community and they love it and they don't want to trade alone. Um, and then I'm looking to hire just one person within the next 1 to 2 years is the goal. Someone who trades futures or someone who trades prop firms. That's one of my goals. My two goals right now is to start the group where I create a bunch of successful traders, right? Get more stories, get more testimonials, create more successful traders. You know, meet up with some of them potentially, more connections, more networking, build an amazing group, right? That's based off of education, that's based off the system I created, that's based off the system they can create too, right? We all do big things, we all learn a lot, we all grow together, right? Everybody knows Team Roar. This is a zero date options train alert system is, right? Can you learn here? Absolutely. Is it a different way of learning? Absolutely. You know, this is all text format. A lot of people are here for the zero day alerts. They just want to follow the trades, and obviously the way to learn how to trade is to trade, and you will learn by trading alongside the best. And this is zero date options. This is a certain asset class, right? Um but in terms of, the goals, it's to keep creating the best traders. It's to keep creating the best traders, to keep hiring the best traders. In terms of what I do, you know, is to build all the fucking systems that levels everyone up and makes everyone fucking self-sufficient, where they're so fucking self-sufficient where they can go off and do this alone. They can go off and teach their friends and family. They can go off and start their own fucking business. They can try to, get hired by me, right? But we already have the zero date options covered. There is not a single person on this fucking planet. Um, there's nobody like in terms of Team Roar, we have the zero day options trading covered. Nobody can replace Team Roar when it comes to zero date options. We have zero date options covered in terms of the zero date options train alert system for people who want to trade, right? Not necessarily learning all the skills of the trade, but if they join the group, they will obviously learn things, right? But the main point of Team Roar is to trade, 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 and you will learn as you trade, and you will grow with the community and learn. But some people are more visual, and some people want more of a learning and mentoring experience, right? Everybody knows Team Roar is a trading program, and we have the zero day options space covered, right? So when I decide to launch my group, it covers aspects of teaching people how to trade. They decide what asset class they want to trade. I teach them everything to fucking trade, and I teach them my system. I teach them their systems. They go off, they create their own things. They go off, teach their friends and family. They go off, stay in our group if they like our group. They stay with the group if they like the community and all that. They go off do big things, right? I create the traders. I hire the traders, right? I created Trader Society. I created Team Roar. I hired G Roar, and the next step is to continue to create the best traders, you know, is to make the absolute best traders on the fucking planet. And it's just to hire one more. I'm looking to just hire one more person who does futures and prop firm because it makes sense. We have normal trading hours covered. We're going to need someone who trades futures, who trades prop firm for people who want to trade. It could potentially be 2 hours. It could literally be like, this is something I have to think about. I have to think about this. Like, it literally could just be, I might have to hire two people. I might have to hire one person who trades futures with real money during normal and extended hours trading session. And then I might think of, if it makes sense, to hire another person who just does challenges on prop firm challenges. There could be a person who, if people want to do prop firms, they don't want to trade with real money, I could hire someone who does prop firm trading, right? And what they do is they help people pass the challenges. They give them the education to pass the challenge on their own, but they also trade with them to pass the challenge. And then they make money and they keep on passing these challenges, right? And then if they want to start trading with real fucking money, they can go trade with the real futures trader with real fucking money, right? Or they could stay with a prop firm guy who's doing the challenges, right? But the main differences of the companies could be, one could be this person trades and teaches futures 24 fucking 7, and the other one could be this person just does challenges on a prop firm. That could be two companies. And then we got Team Roar, zero day options train alert system. And then we got me at the motherfucking top creating all the fucking traders, creating the traders, creating the traders, creating the systems, creating the education, hiring the people, doing all of the work in terms of education to get them to the next fucking level. And then I hired people who this is where this is some differences though, you know? In terms of the people I hire, like I said, Team Roar is mainly trades. So it's not the most educational group. Everybody knows that. It's mainly trades. If you want the best trades, you go here. Obviously, the way to learn how to trade is to trade, right? Now, some people trade on live streams. It could be considered more educational. Some people trade in a Discord chat, right? Could be considered less educational. But everybody knows the main thing in here is to trade, right? So that's another thing that I have to think about in terms of, stuff like that. Like when I hire someone, they could just be a trader and that's completely fine. They're not educating. I can do all education, that's completely fine. But that's another thing that I have to think about in terms of like hiring and stuff like that, because I'm already going to be covering lead education in terms of like creating the systems, trading options and stuff like that, and price action and stuff like that. But then, when I hire people trading futures, that's something I have to think about. Do I want to just hire people who are just trading futures, or do I want to hire people who are trading and teaching futures? Do I want them in the chat, or do I want them in a live stream? See, these are all things that I have to fucking think about. But in terms of zero day options, when it comes to trading and alerting the trades, there's absolutely nothing like fucking Team Roar. This is the best real time zero day options trading alert system on the fucking planet. Um, Nobody can fucking replace that fucking trade alert system. There's the absolute best fucking zero day options trade alert system on the fucking planet. But like I said, my main role and responsibility is going to be the education of all fucking realms, you know? But you know, when I hire these futures people, I'm probably thinking of like a mix. Not just trading, maybe like trading and education, but mainly trading, you know? So my main job, I'm gonna be like the lead educator, um, that will literally educate within all of these, you know, asset classes, futures, zero days, stuff like that, and creating the systems and creating the traders. But like I said, when I do hire a prop firm trader or a futures trader, their main purpose is likely going to be to just trade. They could do some teaching, but mainly just trading. Point being is, I'm going to be the main education of every fucking thing. That's the main point. But when I do hire these futures traders, I probably am going to expect a little bit more than just trading. Likely some education on their part too. That is something I have to think about. But we shall see, man. But mainly just trading though. Definitely them more trading rather than educating, because I'm gonna be the main one educating. That's gonna be the thing. I'm gonna be the main person educating in all realms, all asset classes, all system creation. And the people I hire, their main job is really going to be trade, and they could do some teaching, but the point is, I'm gonna be the guy who teaches every fucking thing and creates all this fucking shit, right? I'm creator of the worlds. I'm gonna create this world, create that world. This YouTube channel, I created that world, that own channel in itself. Trader Society created that in itself. Team Roar created that in itself. So I'm a creator of worlds. I create my world, I create other people's worlds. Certain people want a world, I help create that. Like think about like Team Roar, right? Zero day options trading alert system, anonymous trader, right? I created that world. I made that happen. I made that happen. I made that world happen, right? Anyone could be a good trader, and they could post on social media about their trades and stuff like that, but they need a world. If they want a world to participate within this business, to get paid for their trades, a secured private group, a secured private network, they need a world for that. And that's one thing I do. I create the worlds for people, not just for myself, but for people who need a space, who need a safe space, who need a world, um, for certain things, and I create that. So that's gonna be the next thing, man. Next path is futures and prop firm trading. Those are the next worlds I want to create. Like I said, not really interested in oh man, I'm gonna take profits on this right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take profits on this right now. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna take profits on this fucking trade right fucking now. All right, so I'm gonna take profits on this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna sell 80% and then I'm gonna head out. All right, so sold 80% my position at, let's see, what did I get filled at here? All right, 6915. Excuse me, 6919. 6919. All right, so there we go. Rest is runners. Rest is runners. Oh my fucking goodness. All right, Scott. I'm gonna leave it off at that. I will see you guys tomorrow within the chat, man. I am fucking ecstatic for 2026. Train the best, train many traders, create the absolute best traders, hire 1 to 2 futures prop firm next 1 to 2 years, whether they're in my group or not my group, we shall see. Their main responsibilities will be to trade. They could do some teaching, some education, but mainly to trade. And then I'll be the guy teaching every fucking thing, teaching how to create your own trading system, and and how to use my trading system, how to use fucking both. You go off, trade on your own, trade in our community, super fucking educated, teach your friends, teach your family, start your own business, or potentially get hired by me, right? We shall fucking see, man. It's been a great start to 2026. I literally just sold 80% of my fucking position at 6919. Dude, fucking we're just getting fucking started, dude. We're literally just getting fucking started. Look at this fucking play. I was in right fucking 6902.75, 7:57 p.m., dude. Literally sold 80% of my 6919. So guys, I'm gonna leave it off at that. I will see you guys within the chat from here. I'll be within the chat. Um I'll be in the chat till like 2 a.m. with these fucking runners, dude. And then I'll probably get some rest. And then tomorrow, massive fucking day. We're gonna kill it tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys.